not a car guy in the stereotypical sense. I consistently forget the horsepower on cars I've owned. I don't always care about 0 to 60 times, engine displacement, natural aspiration this, turbocharger that, and all of the other required automotive gibberish that I'm expected to dish out to signal how much of a car guy I really am. I'm not a gearhead, and I have nothing against gearheads. It's just not the way I truly enjoy a car. I enjoy cars much the same way I enjoy guns. I love the way they make me feel. If nothing else, I always remember how a car makes me feel. The 911 GT3 is to me the coolest 911 made. The 991 911 GT3, that is. Right now, the 997 GT3 design is too old for me to care about anymore, but not old enough for me to appreciate it as a classic that I know will become. However, right now, it just looks dated to me. Give it 5 to 10 more years and I'm sure I'll drool all over it because, well, nostalgia. The 991 GT3, on the other hand, has been a car I have longed to drive for a long time now. Off the bat, I have to be honest and say this lava orange color is not exactly my favorite. For video purposes, it's perfect in that it easily breaks up the monotonous concrete gray of the city during the daytime and simply comes to life and pops at nighttime. But if I were to actually own this car, let's just say I've never been a fan of the color orange. Even when you put the word lava in front of it. Call me weird, but every person I ever knew who loved the color orange was, well, kind of a dick. I often felt myself wishing the car was black or white with blacked out wheels. The crazy thing is, this lava orange color actually fits the GT3's personality perfectly. The wing, the wing, the wing, the wing, the wing on the GT3 is everything to me, and I mean everything. In case you haven't figured it out yet, I call spoilers wings. You have to understand, I grew up in an era of the rice rockets, where if your spoiler wasn't twice the size of your Honda Civic Type R, you weren't trying hard enough. You'd see a Civic Type R with more badges than a NASCAR flying down Westheimer with a wing from a Boeing 747 jet strapped to the back, and you knew with absolute certainty that that car was about to take flight. It was ridiculous. So when I see the GT3 with its perfectly proportioned wing and perfect aesthetic continuity, I absolutely fall in love with the way the GT3 looks. The wing on a GT3 is the equivalent of an automotive mullet. From the front, it looks like your typical Porsche 911, with its bug-like headlights and sloping front hood that basically makes it look like a praying mantis. Very serious, very focused. However, from the back, it's all party. It's this wing that makes the GT3 one of the most easily recognizable 911 Porsches. I don't say stuff like this often, but driving the GT3 is a religious experience. Wait, who am I kidding? I say stuff like that all the time, but in this case, it's the damn truth. Many cars are literally just transportation devices, nothing more, nothing less. Sure, you'll have creature comforts and even look good, but the actual driving experience is akin to an airport shuttle ride. Not the GT3. The GT3 engine is maniacal. I don't think the space shuttle can compete with how high and hard this car revs. It's borderline scary. When you do decide to let it rev till its heart's content, the noise it makes is eerily sublime. Like Chester Bennington on the breakdown of a Linkin Park track, the GT3 engine beautifully screeches to the edge of hearing damage and then stares down the canyon. Running through the gears is effortless and fast. It almost takes away from the driving experience a little bit. But it's so impressive how fast the PDK system slams through the gears, you just shake your head in disbelief. You find yourself downshifting and upshifting for no reason, just to get the satisfaction of the lightning speed of each gear slamming home. There's an endearing juvenile nature about the GT3 that makes it one of the most enjoyable cars to drive on the planet. Yes, I said planet. The GT3 is built for a solitary experience, borderline antisocial. Everything about the GT3 is about the driver. It's not a car for passengers. Quite frankly, you won't want any passengers because they'll just be complaining about the rough ride and the noise and how hard the seats are, and that'll just ruin the experience for you. The GT3 is not about comfort or practicality, it's about automotive machismo. Every bump in the road feels like you drove over a brick. The noise from the engine can quite literally become auditorily fatiguing. The car revs so high you sometimes wonder if the car is going to change gears or just explode. The seats are unapologetically rigid, and they hug you so tight you feel like you're about to be on the receiving end of a Zangief Street Fighter screw pile driver. And all of these things make me love the GT3, because driving is not a means to an end for me. It's an experience. Whether it's driving down the Dallas tollway until it ends just to clear my head on a late night, or driving to a diner an hour away for steak and eggs simply because the roads to get there have more twists and turns than a Tekashi 6ix9ine testimony. The GT3 is going to give you an experience. It's going to activate all of your 5 senses the entire drive to the point of exhaustion. And to a person that loves the experience a car provides as much as the luxury and in some cases the beauty, the GT3 is pure and utter perfection.